Hello, Sam Owens here, and we're going to do a little troubleshooting today, and it's on my rear top tail light or brake light. This is supposed to come on when I hit my brakes, along with the brake lights on either side. I get brake lights on either side, but no brake here, and so we're going to troubleshoot this. Reason being, it's not hard to do to isolate the problem, because when you go to the dealer or you need a part, they may not have it in stock. You go all the way down there, spend all that time, and you find out you got to come back home and wait for it to be ordered. This way you can troubleshoot your light and determine, is the light bad or do you have a connection problem? One of the first things we've got to do is we've got to gain access to a screw that's down below underneath the camera mount. So we have to first get the camera loose, and this is something that people are not sure about how to do, and it seems like you might break it. So I'm gonna show you how you need to do this. You're gonna have to go up underneath here a little bit and kind of pry up. You're gonna hear some snapping, and carefully snap it up until it pops out. There's some clips under there. Once it comes up, then you should be able to get up underneath here and push. Whoop, watch your thumbs. So, that being said, we've got her pulled up, and you can pull this out, and here is a connection point right up in there. So let's see what we've got. First, I want you to see how the camera is actually constructed, so you know a little bit more about it. This bracket, notice you got these little ears right here, and they fit down into these slots. These two ears are what's holding it. I have this wonderful little set here. It is the best little tool. It's rather expensive. It's over $100, and it's really great though. It's got everything you need for the slingshot, and it's small to carry around. It takes a T25 bit to get this screw loose. So we pop that in there, and carefully, now this is plastic, so you want to be careful. Anytime you're dealing with plastic and metal, and this is a metal bolt or screw, and then you want to pull this up, and we have a tab up here, so we want to be careful about getting that out of there. Okay, now here's where you got a good chance of breaking something if you don't pay attention real closely. Right up underneath here is another screw, so if you pry up on this, there's a piece of plastic tab there that is a good chance things can go wrong. What you have to do is remove this part right here by taking the screwdriver and kind of popping up, and then popping on up, and that will come loose. And then you have a T25 screw here that needs to be removed. Very easy. Always look at something and see how it's as best you can. Now there we have the light to come out. Okay, down there is a little clip, and all I have to do is pop the clip, a little latch, and pull this out. And you see there's only two wires. Lights usually only have two conductors, and I am going to simply plug this back in and see if for some reason this doesn't correct the problem, which it may do it. But it's the first place to start, connections. Okay, there. Now, I'm going to put this to where I can see it a little bit. Right up there like that. I think I can. I've already seen it does not light up. Here is where we have to isolate. Is the light bad or is there another component or another connection into the circuit more? Folks, right down there, I'm told that's the radio antenna. This is where your light, your brake light plugs into, and this connection right here puts the power to your antenna for your radio. So you're using your brake light power for that antenna. So the best way to check your light to be sure that that's not creating a problem is to unplug the antenna, and this is the plug right here, and then you're going to plug your light into this point, which is your main light for your brake. So we're going to plug that in, and this will ensure that the brake light is either good or bad. And if it is good now, then that means that antenna is the problem, this device right in there. So we're going to plug this in and check it out. All right, I'm going to grab that little plug, and it's the same plug, so it's no problem. And you just simply snap it into place. And it's not very much room there, but just work with it. There, it's in there. Okay, now I'm bypassing the FM antenna for the radio, and now I'm going to put this back in, and now we're going to see if the lights come on, which I know they do. I've already tested, but I'm going to let you see it. So, see if I can. Now, I don't really need the FM radio. I never listened to it, and I can now have the safety of having my all of my brake lights operating this way, and then I'll find time that I can get into the dealer and I'll tell them that we need to replace the antenna for the radio module, antenna module. So that's a way you can isolate a problem in this area of bypassing certain areas. This is a good example of that. So you place this in there, and top screw, screw that baby down. Then right here we do the same. The light is in good shape there. Now these little clips will go into a little slot up there, but before you snap them in, push down and pull that there, and there, you're in good shape. Now remember, these little clips and ears, you don't want to break these, and they go right into this slot right here, and there's two more up front that go here. So prying up pulls these loose, and then the others. 4 little clips there. Now push all this back in, put this up, and they should all snap into place. So I'm just going to put it where it's there, and then there, it's snapped in. Everything is good. Job finished. You can do this.